Well, welcome back to the channel, and if this is your first visit to my channel, I hope I can earn your subscription today. And what is that you're seeing in the background? That's right. That's a level 8 account. So we are starting our third account. We are committed to this game. We should be committed. I don't know. We'll see. This is a new series I really wanted to do. This is going to be different from my early game walkthrough series. This is all about quick progression tips. So I started this account today, and I'm going to try to keep an eye on roughly how many hours I'm spending. I want to see how quickly I can get to certain things. So for those of you who haven't met me, my name is I am Speed.
Speed. I am Speed.
Really? You are Speed? Then Francesco is triple speed. Francesco is triple speed.
So this guide is designed to help you keep focused as you begin the game, so you don't waste resources and you don't waste time. So the first question to ask yourself, is it worthwhile to reset in this game? If you're going to be spending a lot of time on the game anyway, it's probably good to get a really good monster box at the beginning. It doesn't take very long to reset, because in the inbox on your account, when you first reset, you have 20 summons in your inbox. Or maybe within a few minutes of playing the game, you have 20 summons. So you do those 20 summons, and then you can reset. Now they have a timer on that, so you can't do it too often, but it's very easy to reset 4, 5, 6 times a day, and until you get the monsters you want. And so let's talk about the monsters that you're going to be really looking for. In the water, you're going to be looking for the water puppet, which is who I got on this account. Another really good one is the water man-at-arms, if you can get that 5-star. He's awesome. And then Water Sorcerer is a fabulous beginning unit, used everywhere. So if you can get one of those 3 water units, you're off to a really good start. You don't really need, none of the fire units are really critical early meta units. Fire Dr. Evil is really good, but he's a little bit more for PvP. Same with the Fire Specialist, also really good, but they're not going to help you with the most important thing, which is boxing in the early game. What I think are the most critical units early in the game are the Tree Gunslinger. He's really good for Abyss and Mental Fortress, which is a little bit later. The ones that are probably even more important are the Tree Dr. Evil. He's fabulous for boxing, and also a farmer, and is used in arena. He's really good in a lot of places. And then Tree Bookworm is outstanding for boxing, and also used in arena and a lot of other places as well. Another one that's really good to get is the Tree Ninrat. He's mostly used in Boxing Club, which is a dungeon you'll be spending a lot of time in, so he's a really good one to get. But boxing can be done without any of these units. One of the nice things about Element Fission is that they provide enough nice 3-stars that you can build a solid, reliable team for boxing. And then it's a matter of getting those other units to get speed teams going. But speed teams are less important in this game than many others of these gacha games. What's really important in this game is luck, and we'll be exploring that in this series. These are the summons that I've only done 30-some summons so far. And I got some decent units, and I got the Water Puppet, who's can be used as a farmer, but it's really useful in arena, and it's really useful in tunnel. So it's a really good unit. I decided that's good enough for me. And also, I'm really hoping there's a Tree Elamon 4-star event going on right now. I have not summoned yet, and we're just really hoping that we can get one of those key Tree 4-stars from this. And so we're going to see what our first one is. Tree Bomber. It's not what we're looking for, but anyway, we'll continue to summon units in this event, and hopefully we can get one of the key units. And then if we can get one of the Tree 4-stars and we have the Water Puppet, I'm good to go. So maybe you reset, maybe you don't. You'll have to figure that out for yourself. But once you have your beginning units, then there's really 4 places that you really should be spending your time, and don't lose focus.
You stay focused.
First one is the Missions tab, Missions and Story. So Missions tells you basically what you need to do to progress in the game. It's a really nice thing. You should be keeping up on that as much as possible until you get stuck, and then find a way to get unstuck and keep doing missions. Right here is the story mode, and you can get gear from here, but it's only 1, 2, or 3 star, and at most blue. It's mostly garbage. So you're not farming story to get gear. You're farming story to get experience. And once you once you complete the honor volcano on normal, then that unlocks the crazy dungeons, which gets you to Boxing Club. In the story, they'll be giving you free monsters, and some of them are useful for early game. And then once you get Boxing Club unlocked, right after level 2 is a fabulous monster. So the Tree Dancer is a really good early game unit. She puts up really thick shields. So one of the things in this game is that these things in the upper right of the next to the name, those are called IVs. And for tanky support units, you want health and defense, and for attack, your damage dealers, you want attack. Second one is Arena. So Arena's up here. Classic Arena. What you want to do in Arena is you just want to farm you want to use your coins so you can get points for the shop. The training field is AI teams, it's not real people, and they're pretty easy to beat. And you'll notice down here in the bottom right, next to battle, it says first one you get a summon. Right now, my coins are at 19 out of 10. You never want to do that. You want to be doing Arena as much as possible so that your coins are always at 0, so that you can always earn more coins, so that you can be constantly doing Arena to earn points for your shop. Because the shop is where your units are going to get stronger just by doing Arena. So then in the Arena shop, you can see you have a lot of different things to choose from. Once you start earning enough points, you should be buying the Power Beam every week. It's a really valuable thing. But early on, you want to max out the energy saving lamp, the experience capsule improvement, and energy refiner. It's going to make your farming more efficient. So there's 2 schools of thought on this. You can increase your speed exclusively, like you're maxing your Twisted Hourglass first and then all of your sands, but those get expensive very quickly, and you're losing out on a lot of other stats that can be gotten much cheaper. So I think at least until you get everything up to like level 2 or level 3, it's best to do everything so that you get very even progression of stats, which will make you much tankier and do more damage in your dungeons and other PvE content where you're not fighting other people. I think that's really valuable early on. And then once you get things up to level 2 or level 3 or 4, then if you really want to focus on speed, you can do that while you're working on missions and doing story. And you want to unlock story as much as you can, because there's a lot of rewards in there, a lot of summons and some other free monsters. Any gear you get from boxing, even on level 3 or 4, that's going to be better gear than what you can get in story by far. The game does give you a little bit of free gear, so we're going to talk about that just a little bit. And the other area you want to be spending time on is this challenges tab. There's different challenges that you can complete and gives you a bunch of free stuff. And then this is where you get better gear. I mean, it's 3-star blue, so it's still bad. But rather than spending time farming for gear and story, just collect this stuff and use these. This is power gear. So this is a damage dealer set. So crit rate, and crit rate's actually a really good stat to have. So that was really my first gear I've gotten on this account. So I'm gonna take a break here, put that gear on everybody, get it geared up a little bit, powered up a little bit, and we'll come back. Okay, and we're back after about 3 hours of farming. And here we are killing BC5 for the first time. So we can see that. So the standard team free-to-play that the game originally recommends are the 3 tree units you see here, plus Tree Popo Rider and Tree Tank, but we don't have either one of those yet, so Water Puppet and Water Steel Wings are kind of filling in right now. Okay, so now that we've completed B5, we now can work on the rest of the dungeons. That opens up a lot more rewards. B2, and then get to Light Steel Wings from Heavy Metal. And then there's the Fire Occult Dancer from Death Lab, Light Joker, and Fire Popo Rider. So we have a lot of monsters we can get for free, and now we've started working on hard level, and we popped a 2x XP, so we can level up a lot of monsters. And we now that by doing that, we now have the experience capsule, which is a lot of the experience capsule is very helpful early game. You're going to be spending almost all your resources on your farmer and your boxing club team to get it to boxing club 10 as soon as possible. We're going to do one more thing for this video, but I got to be level 10 to be able to do that, so we'll come back in a little bit. And we're back, and we are now level 12, which allows me to give you the last big tip for this video. Tip number 4 is join our guild. So my main account is in the Cube Guild, which is one of the top 10 guilds in the game. We're in Territory Wars and Airship, we're in the top 15 or so. But the guild has almost always been full. So we have opened a new guild called the Cubicles that is for new players. So if you want to learn with a bunch of new players, then Cubicles is the place to go. And if you're already an experienced player, already doing Territory Wars, and you want to be in a competitive guild, look us up in the Cube Guild. So that's your last tip, is join us. We have a lot of really helpful people in both guilds, and we can help you learn the game and advance quickly and have a lot of fun. We're a cool group of people. And now really the last thing to do is we've gotten enough points. We can see if we can get one of the 3 tree 4 stars we were really hoping for. Can we get one of them? Yes! Okay. We are building this immediately, and the IVs really aren't even that bad. +1 attack, +5 HP, which means she'll be tanky. He'll be tanky for... that's outstanding. That is really good. We're not going to get it immediately because we don't need it quite yet. He is part of the speed team for Boxing Club, and we are going to craft it again to try to get a higher attack IVs. That's one of the things you want to make sure you do from this event. If you get the monster you want, keep re-rolling it till near the end of the event. We have 11 days left, so we're going to keep re-rolling this, and we might even show it on camera once in a while. But that's outstanding. That is exactly what we were hoping. So now we have the Tree Bookworm for Boxing Club, and we have the Water Puppet for Heavy Metal, which is great. So we've got 12 Valerium, and we're going to save the exclusives. We'll talk about that in a later video. You shouldn't use exclusives right away. We'll talk about why later. There's another Sharpshooter. Here comes a Lightning. What do we get? Fire Archon with 4 attack. That's pretty good. That's a good unit. Mostly PvP, but it can be used in other situations. So, okay. And I forgot to look. Did we get the Tree Popo Rider or not? There's another Steel Wings. Okay, and so here's our first 2 Light Darks on this account. Let's see what we can get. We get something cool. Something useful. Dark Tank, he's okay, but that's not exciting. It's actually pretty good for an LD only account, less useful for dupe light hog chef. We got our Tree Bookworm from the event, which is exactly what we were hoping for. So even though those Fissions weren't terribly exciting, we got what we need to build. The only thing we're missing now is the Tree Ninrat, which isn't essential. We can have a fairly decent Boxing Club speed team with just the Bookworm and the Tree Sharpshooter. So I'm excited. All right, so that's it for this first episode. We'll be talking a lot more about how you formulate your boxing club team and try to get up to B10 as quickly as possible. So can we do it in 48 hours? We probably can. Anyway, that's it for this video. Welcome to the new series. I hope we get a lot of new players joining the game and that we can direct them to this video so that they can do some really speedy progress in their first few days. So until the next video, see ya.